Good morning. Thank you. I have to apologize that I, like many of you in the room, have one of those fall colds. So you'll find me from time to time with a cough drop, which is better than the coughing attack that happens when I don't have the cough drop. So I am sorry for that. I'm really thrilled to be here, cold or not. Over the last year, I have personally had more conversations on the topic of purpose than I think I'd had in my previous 48 years. Yesterday, just for all of you know, was my 49th birthday, so that's about what there was. And I think that while this year may have been particularly true for me in my life and at McKinsey, I am sure it will be true for all of us and for all companies over the years to come. I couldn't help myself but decide to look up the definition of purpose. When you get into a conversation with a bunch of McKinsey people about purpose, you find quickly you're on many different topics. And people have very, very different definitions of what they think the concept of purpose means. I'm sure this is something that you all will talk about quite a lot today. But the actual definition of purpose from the dictionary reads, to have as one's intention or objective. This is the definition of the verb purpose, to have as one's intention or objective. And this idea of intentionality, I think, is what is so appealing to all of us and to particularly to this generation. And when we think about how a company defines and articulates its purpose with similar intentionality, we think it really can be quite powerful for an entire organization. The purpose statement of a company expresses the distinctive contribution an organization can make, and it articulates the ultimate impact it wants to have on the world. Purpose defines a core reason for being, and it shapes how a company delivers, yes, its business, but how it also creates impact on society. And we would certainly hope that it helps steer both the senior-most decision makers and all employees on the decisions that most matter at the moments of truth in the organization. And one of the things that we have experienced ourselves and that we see across many companies is the impact that having purpose can have on employees. Attracting, retaining, and motivating this generation requires a clear idea of the organization's impact on the world. Younger workers, younger employees want to understand and feel how their work is making a broader contribution to society, and as much as they can, they want to be able to connect their individual purpose to the broader purpose of the organization. And this has been one of the most interesting exercises I certainly have been a part of over the last year, as I have engaged with many of my peers and many of the newest folks who've joined the firm in really hearing from people, what is it that motivates them? What is their intention? What matters to them? And certainly what I have found is that what matters to me, my sense of purpose in my work, is actually different than other colleagues. It may have common threads, but it does bear differences, and it reflects how each of us see the world and our landscape. So we have been doing, as you can imagine, quite a lot of thinking about this, and we've seen our clients go through the exercise of thinking about the why or the what of their purpose. Why should we care about purpose? Should we do more as an organization? What should our purpose statement be? But we're finding that it's not enough, and one of the places that we're spending quite a lot of time thinking now, and I have many colleagues who are here at the front, Bruce Simpson and Lynn Taliento and many others, we're helping companies think about the how of purpose. What does it mean to truly embed purpose in your organization? What does it mean to take action around your strategy, around operations, your supply chain, organization? And we do think that it requires a much more thorough understanding across your entire value chain and across a very, very wide view of your stakeholders. It also demands a pretty clear-eyed view of measurement, so that you can hold yourself accountable, both internally and to your external stakeholders. Getting the how of purpose right is very important, but it is hard, and it will often require trade-offs, sometimes very uncomfortable conversations. Should I exit a product or a certain market? What are the consequences or benefits of different pricing and marketing decisions that I might make? How will leaders be evaluated and compensated on the basis of how they deliver against the organization's purpose? These certainly do lead often to challenging questions, and I'm very glad to see this very, very broad audience here who maybe can help us come up with some answers to some of these questions today. And it also, we would note that putting purpose into action can feel pretty uncomfortable. The upshot, of course, is that getting purpose right can be incredibly valuable over the long term for shareholders and for society at large. And certainly, as I have been in many conversations that look at the landscape of what is happening politically today, more and more I see government leaders turning to those of us in business to say, we do need your help and we do expect your help. And I think that's a big opportunity for corporations today. We see the opportunity for a greater sense of purpose to inspire bold investments in areas that will create ultimately long-term value. We see it as an opportunity for an organization to get real clarity about their most distinctive strengths. And we see it as an opportunity to unleash inspiration in your organization across your employees to do much more to make a difference in society. It's that potential for impact and value creation that makes us so excited about our initiative on purpose. It's also why McKinsey is investing so much in new thinking, in tools, in knowledge in this area, and why so many of our colleagues are here today. It's why I'm excited to be here today among many peers. We're very grateful to be a part of this community, and we hope to learn a lot. Thank you so much all for being here. Thanks.